What's up, you guys? It's your VFit coach, and it's that time of the month. It's not that time of the month. It's the time of the month for a vlog. It's August 18th, 2025. I'm going to go over a little bit of how's my training going, how are the injuries, and this time we're going to go over what's in a weightlifter's bag. What do I bring to the gym with me, and perhaps a little summary of what supplements I take. So a little different vlog today, and also I'll discuss a little about the finals. So those three things: how's my training going, weightlifter's bag, and the finals. So it's less than 10 days out. It is, I'll be lifting August 28th. That's about 10 days from today. And these are the Weightlifting Nationals, Virus Weightlifting 2, formerly known as the American Open 2, Series 2. Now, there's also a bigger event called the American Open Finals, which is going to be in December. So that is going to be a bigger stage. We'll talk about that a little bit later if I do qualify for that. But anyways, how's my training? Training has not been that great. And reason is because, of course, I had this torn bicep a year ago, and I'm trying to recover that. It just affected my whole training on my lifts. Far as strength, Strength has been great. I've been training 3 times a week, roughly 2 hours per workout. And the strength has been great where like my squats have improved, barbell squats. My rows have improved, my overhead presses have improved. Some sacrifices I had to make in my training, like no deadlifts, no bench press. And for those of you that know me, I'm also a powerlifter and I do a little bit of bodybuilding occasionally. And I don't want to lose, the ability to compete in powerlifting. So I have to bench press and deadlift every now and then. But because I'm concentrating on the weightlifting, I have not been doing any deadlift and no bench press. I may sneak a few sets every now and then just to maintain. But the injuries, the flexibility issues, the thing is, okay, that's torn, but see this? I cannot bring that to my shoulders. While this side, I could easily touch my shoulder. So this has something to do with too much stuff in my arm. I don't know if I have big arms. If you've seen some of my videos, I do have pretty big arms for a weightlifter. And yeah, that could be an issue because there's just too much stuff to get in the way. I cannot rest the bar on my shoulders. So I'm trying to overcome those flexibility issues. I'm doing all I can to get that flexibility back. With a torn bicep, that's more difficult. The reason why I'm getting injured, because I'm old, 58 and a half, around there. But overuse, I train a lot of sessions per week, and I don't do foo-foo sessions. If you guys don't know what foo-foo means, it kind of means like too extra, being not really doing what you should do as a trainer. So, for example, there's foo-foo trainers out there that go to house, and what they do is they make up easy workouts so it's easier for them to perform and demonstrate. Not me. I believe in weight training. I believe in getting my clients stronger. So I bring weights. I make you guys lift weights and try and make you lift heavy because I think that's the real benefit. So there's a lot of bar loading. When you think about it, I have 21, 22 clients, and there's assembly, setting up racks, setting up 45s, 25s. There's so much bar loading and unloading for multiple clients. Sometimes there's 3 or 4 clients in a session. So give you an idea of how much activity it goes through weekly. So 30 sessions per week, maybe 16 of those sessions, 20 sessions is heavy lifting. And then I got to train myself for 6 to 9 hours a week. So this is the reason why I'm getting injured. I'm not recovering. Recent injury was Friday. I had all this issue because I lost my grip with a cheap bar that didn't have grip at the gym. And this gym doesn't allow chalk. You know who I'm talking about. Chalk makes a big difference on your grip. I lost my grip because the bar is losing the tread or whatever you call it. And I thought I pulled a muscle. I did pull a muscle, but it's healing. I did some swimming. So a lot of injuries to overcome. But anyways, what's in the weightlifter's gym bag? So let's go over this. First of all, I used to be a former ambassador for FNX Sports and Lanify. I'm not an ambassador. I don't have any sponsored. So these are not paid sponsorships, because as an influencer, we're supposed to be mentioning if it's a paid sponsorship. It's not. I'm just going to give you an idea what's in this nice gym bag. First of all, what a nice gym bag. This is like a giant camelback. I use this for snowboarding too, and a lot of other stuff, outdoor sports. But in this blue bag right here are my shoes and the belt. So of course, let's go over some of these shoes. Now, I've had these for 9 years. Time to retire them. I'm saving up money to buy some new shoes. Maybe stay with Adidas. These are the AdiPower 2s or 1s. I don't even remember, but they're 9 years old. The problem is they're starting to get worn out. So feels like my toes starting to come out on the side. But after 9 years of training and all these competitions, that's probably 1,000 hours. Still a great shoe. Okay, also in here is a new belt. I don't wear this when I do my lifts, but I do wear it when I do heavy squats. I don't wear it all the time. So when I get to close to 200 pounds on my squats, that's when I start putting the belt on. Cheap belt, but it's thin, lightweight. It works out pretty good. Kind of hard to get used to tighten it, but it works great. Okay, what else is in this gym bag? All right, so I recently changed my knee sleeves to reband 5 millimeters. So 7 millimeters is the maximum you can use for weightlifting and for powerlifting. I switched to 5 because I think my knees were hurting of the compression of the 7 millimeters. I had some blue 7 millimeters. These are 5, and so far, after my first try, they work pretty good. What's kind of cool, these are unisex, so just so you know, they are kind of reversible, but you know, this is a little bit too flashy for me, so I like the plain black. Okay, reband. Ooh, just in case. I have this. I haven't used it yet. See, it's not even open. Yeah, Tiger Balm, just in case my forearm flares up or any other muscle flares up. I'm going to put that patch right away and stink up the gym. All right, what's this? Ooh. Okay. This, Philippine Airlines. Of course, I fly to the Philippines often. And usually there's a mask, there's socks in there, but, ooh, you saw that? Chalk. Okay. Some gyms don't allow you to bring chalk, but oh well, I'm bringing my chalk. I'm keeping it clean, so don't worry about it. Bring your chalk. This is a nice bag that works for the chalk. Okay, moving on. This is my heart rate monitor. I'm just experimenting on myself. Polar. Okay, this is Verity Sense. Okay, I forgot the model number. I use that and check my heart rate. Got my earbuds. Got to have music, of course. Samsung. Now we have wrist wraps. Not used all the time, but I wrap these around my wrist. You'll see in some videos. I use them. Sometimes I don't. Usually I don't because they feel like they're interfering with my flexibility. Just in case I flare up, my forearm flares up, I wrap it around. When I'm training my clients, I wrap this around my forearm. And then we have KT tape. Okay, KT tape. I have 2 colors. I have the black. I have the beige. Some people say this is overkill, it doesn't work, but I think it works because I have an injury, have a torn bicep, so it's like giving you extra support for your bicep. All right, and of course a lock. Now, that's all I have in my gym bag. Those are usually the essentials. Some of them I don't bring, some I do bring. Let's go over supplements. So I bring this bag, nice cooler. And do I bring this in the gym? No, usually I leave it in the car. But you can see what I have in here. Creatine, okay. I am a fan of ON because they've been around forever and it's well trusted. I may have some peanut butter in here. I'm not going to go over all the supplements, but what's in here is, the red is K2, D3, vitamin D3, K2. Then I have magnesium, glycinate, and then I have my daily vitamin. Okay, so these are essentials for anyone, even if you don't train. Have some oatmeal, pre-meal, banana, hydrate. Put in your water and hydrate. Okay, and then these are the supplements I just spoke about. I have this other kind of hydration thing. Not really a fan, but supposedly it's healthy. The last thing I'm going to go over the supplements is, ta-da! Now this is not for everyone. This has been my pre-workout go-to drink. Now I'm not a big fan of pre-workouts. I'm only doing this 2 or 3 times a week. And then when I'm off season, not training for competitions, I am not on this stuff. But this stuff, I swear, it's pretty strong. If you're sensitive to caffeine, it's 300 milligrams, so be careful. You don't want to drink like a Venti, Starbucks Venti, and then have a rain, because you're going to be overdosing on caffeine. And caffeine is really important for the competition. You do not want to have too much for the competition, because you will be disqualified if they decide to drug test you. And I'm at that point where I could be drug tested any minute, even though I'm not a great competitor. I'm a master competitor. Last thing, yeah, I do bring my water, and I carry water around. Okay, well, that's about it. The last thing on this vlog is, when will I be lifting? Thursday, 10 a.m. Texas time, or that's 8 a.m. Pacific time in California. It'll be live stream. I think I'm on the white platform. There's 3 platforms, red, white, and blue. And I am not going to lift that heavy, because I just want to do enough to qualify for the finals. And then I'm going to train harder next couple months for the finals. So that's about it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it's helpful. Until next time, peace out.